I found my friend in deep conversation with a man who seemed to glow in the dim light of the room. He had the most fiery, blazing red hair I had ever seen. Holmes saw the man's life in seconds: a former ship's carpenter, a traveller to China, and a man who had done a great deal of writing lately. The mystery, however, was much stranger. It began with an advertisement. A mysterious red-headed league was offering a fortune for purely nominal services, but only to men with hair the colour of a flame. Wilson was pushed through a sea of red-headed applicants until he stood before a tiny, puppet-like man who pulled his hair to ensure it wasn't a wig. He was hired on the spot. For 8 weeks, Wilson copied the letter A for 4 hours a day, locked in a room. It was absurd, it was profitable, and then suddenly it was over.
The League had vanished into thin air. But Holmes wasn't laughing at the joke. He was smelling the blood of a much larger crime. He beat the pavement like he was looking for a heartbeat in the stone. He wasn't interested in the houses, he was interested in the ground beneath them. Holmes didn't look at the man's face, he looked at his knees. The worn fabric told a story of hours spent kneeling in the dark, burrowing. "It is a 3-pipe problem," he said. He realized the League was a lure to get Wilson out of the house while someone dug a tunnel from the cellar to the bank next door. Saturday night was the deadline. The tunnel was finished. The bank was full of French gold. We were going into the dark to catch a king among criminals. We descended into a cold, earth-smelling cellar. 30,000 gold Napoleons lay beneath us. We were waiting for a monster to emerge from the floor. The darkness was absolute. We waited for over an hour, our nerves stretched to the breaking point. Then a single spark of light appeared between the stones. Without a sound, the floor opened. John Clay, the most cunning thief in London, rose from the earth like a ghost, followed by his red-headed accomplice. The trap was sprung. Clay reached for his pistol, but Holmes was faster. The red-headed League had reached the end of its golden tunnel. It was a masterpiece of planning, defeated by a master of observation. Holmes had saved the bank, but he was already looking for his next escape from the commonplaces of existence.